Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. Today is my first day off in 29 days. Now, how did I manage that one between working at Meijer and working at the Ark Encounter? Considering I work at the Ark Encounter 2 days a week and I'm full time at Meijer. Really was is the word you're looking for. So, what am I referring to? So, as of last Saturday, April 24th, I officially left Meijer as a employee. I am now a former employee, and now I can go back to being a Meijer customer again. I only shopped at Meijer as a customer 3 times, well, technically about 5 times. So my first time was at the Dayton, Ohio location when I first moved here about 2 years ago. Dayton, Ohio, Centerville, Ohio location. And then my second time was in the Florence, Kentucky um, location, which of course is the closest one to me. And then I shopped there one other time. And then, of course, I started working for Meijer literally after that. I've also been in the Eastgate, Ohio location. I've been in there twice, so maybe shopped at Meijer 6 times as a customer. So I know I've shopped at that Meijer at least twice. And then I went to one other Meijer as a customer, and that was in Detroit, Michigan. So altogether, I have shopped at Meijer 6 times as a customer. Every other time I have been at Meijer, I have either shopped after work or before work, or I've come in on my day off, but I've still been an employee. And of course, the only times I never counted shopping at Meijer as a customer, sorry, as an employee would be like, say, for example, I went to another Meijer and I would be considered a customer there versus if I went to the location I worked at, then I would have been considered an employee. And even if I was out of my uniform at the time, I still would have been considered an employee. And I wouldn't be allowed to just stand around and go blah, 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 because of the fact that I would be treated like an employee. So today was the first time in about 2 years that I was able to go back into the Florence, Kentucky location as a customer. So if that gives you guys an idea of kind of where I was um, working at, I'm sure you guys kind of figured that out by now. And I wanted to make sure that I kept that private just because of the fact that um, I didn't want anybody to know where I was working because that'd be too easy to track, especially considering the store's not that big and there's not that many employees in there. And now, of course, everybody knows I work at the Ark Encounter and I work over at Mzars, but there's so many employees that work at Mzars. There's so many employees that period work at the Ark Encounter. It would be impossible to track me down. And then, of course, there's no way of knowing where I'm going to be. Like, I'll tell you right now, I don't even know where I'm working at Mzars until I actually get to Mzars and I go into the kitchen and go, oh, look, there's my name. That's what I'm doing today. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's good to know. And that's the only reason why I even know anything about that. So, anyway, I really wanted to go over all of that. The only thing I'm going to tell you guys about why I left Meijer, let's just put it this way, I wasn't happy there anymore. I've honestly seen that particular store go down the hill. It's really sad, as from an employee standpoint of view. And don't get me wrong, I really love Meijer. I really do, and I think it's a great company. They do treat their employees very well for the most part. I was not kidding when I said that they do the whole free meal thing once a month. If I have talked about it before. And of course, I've YouTubed the 10 for 10 sale, and that is definitely an accurate sale. That is by far the most popular sale that they do. They just did a BOGO sale over the past 2 weeks, and that was actually a very well done one. This week they're doing an MPerk sale. I'm still following their sales. I still shop at Meijer. I still prefer Meijer over Walmart any given day, and I know most people around here would feel the same way. Like when I was in Florida, everybody liked Publix over Walmart. Now up here it's Meijer over Walmart. So I always feel like Walmart's hated by like everybody, and I can understand that. I can actually go into Meijer and grab a shopping cart, and you don't have the wheel trying to go another direction because I'll tell you right now, if there's a problem with a cart, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to put a sign on it so someone in the back knows exactly what's wrong with it. And then the cart will get taken to the back. And that cart will stay in the back until it's fully repaired. And then it gets brought out later with a bunch of other carts that were also having issues as well. And these carts that are broken, they're not allowed to stay in the store, like stay at the front to be used for shopping. So that is like a huge thank you I have to the company for always making sure that their carts are in perfect working order, like Publix was always good about that. Walmart, I went there not too long ago, and I had one of those wheels that just kept wanting to go the other direction. It was driving me crazy, but I was like, it's Walmart, what do you expect? Probably I'd end up with a worse cart, if not maybe a better cart, but what are the odds of that? Like, it's a 50-50 chance that you're going to get a good cart or you're going to get a bad cart. And I just could not win with that, and it was very frustrating. Versus at Meijer, I know I'm always going to get a good cart, and if the cart is bad, then I could just put that off to the side and just get another one. And I know they'll take care of it just like they do at Publix, so that was always good. I am going to miss the free college benefit. That was one thing I really enjoyed about Meijer. I am still receiving free college for the rest of my semester, and I do currently have an A plus, and I have a B plus in the other class. I am going to bring my B plus grade up before the semester is over. Unfortunately, I just had a midterm back on Sunday. This is for the sociology class that I was taking, which I had a perfect 100, and until I took that midterm, and then my grade just kind of went down a little bit. But the good side is, or the good news is, I still have 4 more online discussion posts to respond to, 1 per week, and then also I have a final project due for that class. So I want to type a 5-page paper about a sociology topic of my choosing, or sociological topic of my choosing, and basically just follow the directions. I even emailed the professor. She was very good. She was very thorough. She laid out all of the directions in the email. So I thought to myself, I'm just going to keep this email. So at least I still have that free college for the rest of the semester. Now, however I'm going to afford to go back to college again after that is beyond me. I'm just glad I'm doing it now. But I can tell you right now, it was very hard switching between working at Meijer, working at Ark Encounter, and going to college. Like, I literally have been spending a lot of my time just sitting here in the family room just doing homework, and it's been stressful. And I'll tell you right now, the hardest thing about coming home to this house that I'm living in is I either have Zane, who never went to college. He'll come home from work and he'll just go straight to his room and play video games, and all hear is whoa in the background. It's kind of entertaining. Or you'll have Andrew that'll come home. He went to college years ago. I mean, I technically went to college years ago too. I just never finished my associate's degree because of my autism. But that's besides the point. It's been struggling. Because of my autism, I have learning disabilities, which makes it harder for me to take some classes. But thankfully, Eastern Gateway does not require math, and I would rather have my college degree finished at Eastern Gateway, since I only had 3 more classes left through them, which is great. Gateway was talking about 3, but I didn't want to go to Gateway. Besides, Eastern Gateway is perfectly set up for online college, so if I had a choice, I'd go back to Eastern Gateway in a heartbeat. But, yeah, Andrew went to college years ago, so he's really happy with what he's doing. He comes home from working at the Creation Museum. Both of my roommates are coordinators in housekeeping, which is basically a janitorial service, just a higher standard one. They're both making pretty good money. I mean, they're probably making more than I am, but that's besides the point. And Andrew will usually leave his door wide open, and he'll talk to his online friends, and I'll hear his obnoxious laughter as well. And I'm just sitting here trying to do my homework, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, please stop. So, yeah, that's always fun. But, you know, you're always going to have, like, that kind of living situation. You're always going to have that 1 or 2 people that are going to, it's going to be a struggle for you to deal with. I mean, I am very glad that I can still talk in a normal volume, even at 11 o'clock at night. And nobody cares, because normally we're up late anyway. Sometimes we all go to bed early. but I'm usually pretty good about keeping my voice down. The nice thing is I can stay up late and play video games if I want to, and I don't have my parents come marching out here and going, "Go to bed." It's kind of annoying. It's just like, what? I'm 27 years old. It's like, oh, that's right. I still live under mom and dad's roof. Whatever. But, and I don't have to worry about that anymore because I live on my own. But, I've been living on my own since August. I always like to say I live by myself, even though my brother technically does live here with me. But that's besides the point. Anyway, before I officially end this vlog, I really wanted to talk to you guys about some of my upcoming YouTube videos that I have coming out. So, first and foremost, if you do not know anything about my Facebook page, facebook.com/the theme park evangelist. Once again, because I got a little tongue tied. Facebook.com/the theme park evangelist. Please look me up. Please like and follow my page. Oh, hi, cat. And also, I have been adding on the messenger button to every single post. Please contact me if you have any questions about any kind of theme park questions or Ark Encounter, the Creation Museum. I can answer all those questions for you guys. That's what I'm here for. I want to help you guys. I like to give this free advice out. I do this all for free, and you guys know that, and I love it. This is my passion. This is what keeps me sane. Now that I work at the Ark Encounter, I don't feel like I'm losing my mind as much as I was when I was working in retail, when sometimes I was wondering if I was growing gray hair already or not. But, But, yeah, I definitely want to help you guys, and I also am able to post on there a lot more, and there's a good reason for that. So, doing a YouTube video could take me anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes a day. It depends. And that's just the filming part. We're not even talking about the editing part, which you're looking at sometimes another 10 to 30 minutes of editing. Sometimes my video could even take a few hours before it's finally done editing. I have been known to do that. Like I mentioned last Wednesday when I went to the Creation Museum, that I had finished filming my video about noon, and I wasn't going to have my vlog up until late that night, and I was right, and I did have it up, but I had it up before the next day, so I stayed true to my word on that. So this is another reason why I want you guys to like and follow me on my Facebook. I also have an Instagram, so I normally would post a short clip from that video, so you guys have an idea of what to expect. And that usually takes about a minute for me to get that clip on there. The Facebook page is great, and the reason for that is because, like today, for example, I went ahead and I already posted all my upcoming vlogs for the next month or so, and I will have that, or you will be able to access that long before you get to see this YouTube video. Considering I did that about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and here it is after 4 o'clock. I had to look at the time for a second, but yeah, it is already after 4 o'clock. This YouTube video won't even be online until after 5 o'clock. So if you are already on my Facebook page, or you already know about my Facebook page, that means you already had access to that information 4 hours in advance. And sometimes you could even have that access long before, I'll tell you right now, for example, first week of June, I'm going to be doing my first Kings Island vlog. But guess what? You won't know that information watching my YouTube channel until after 5 o'clock, versus you already knew that from my Facebook page at 1 o'clock. So that's why I strongly encourage you guys to get my, or go on my Facebook page, follow and ask me any questions you have, because I can go on there every single day, versus I can only do the YouTubing thing a couple of days a week. But that doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just called I just don't have a lot of time. I do have a little more time now that I only work at the Ark Encounter, but it's not like I'm full-time or anything, which I'm not, because I'm only seasonal. So I basically am working whenever they tell me to. And whenever I'm not working, I'll either A, be doing college homework for the time being, or B, I can finally work on this, or C, I might even be doing my own thing, playing video games, watching TV, all that kind of fun stuff. So, yeah, I definitely would like you guys to go on my Facebook page, and that's why I spent the past few couple of minutes just putting so much emphasis on that. And I even tried encouraging Ruby's 2 magazine or whatever, who I met yesterday at the Ark Encounter in Amzara's about 5:45 in the evening, to check out my Facebook page. He's like, well, I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel. And I think to myself, well, that's great, but you need to also get on my Facebook page because I can post more stuff on there. Another example of why you should go on my Facebook page is because I post a lot of articles on there. I just posted a update from Kings Island saying that they're going to allow guests to go maskless outside, and I already had that up since yesterday. So, yeah, I think I'm doing really well with the Facebook page, just getting that information out there. I've been posting a lot of COVID-19 updates. I've been talking about both of my trips, the one in October and the one next year to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. So that's another reason why I go on there quite often, is I talk about my upcoming trips. I already have a good idea of what I'm going to be doing when I get down there. Get down there. But I'll go over that in another vlog at some other time. So, first vlog that I'm going to be doing this week is what's new at the Ark Encounter, construction update and COVID-19 update. So there's a lot going on in the Ark Encounter right now. Too much to explain. Would be better if I just showed you guys myself. It's going to be raining on Thursday, so I'll definitely have my umbrella, and if it floods, then I can just hide in the Ark, and then I'll be safe at least. I always like to make that biblical joke. It's probably one of my favorites. I'm only doing these every other week for the time being. I might start doing them every week, depending on, my financial situation. Of course, right now, while I'm in college, I can only do it every other week. So, on the odd week, I'll be doing 2 at-home discussion vlogs a week. Maybe even 2 at a time or whatever. 1 second, I gotta sneeze. So yeah, I would be doing like a home discussion based vlog like I'm doing right now. Like this week, I'm doing my at home discussion based vlog on Tuesday, and then I'm doing a fun vlog outside of the house on Thursday. So Thursday is my other day off this week. I figured I'd go about Thursday mid-afternoon, somewhere around there, and go out to the Ark Encounter and show you guys what's going on out there. So that would be fun. And then next week, I'll just depend on when I'm off. And next week, I'm just going to be here at the house talking to you guys about what's going on my YouTube channel. And hopefully, I'll be by myself here in the house, or at least I'll be able to vlog in the basement. And hopefully, my brother and I will not be off on the same day, because that could also be a problem as well. The third week of the hold on, yeah, I think the second week of the month, second week of May, I'm going to Cincinnati Zoo. So part of the nice thing about working at Answers in Genesis is I get half off tickets to the Cincinnati Zoo. All I have never seen in the daytime. Also, the last time I went there, it nearly froze my butt to death. So I wanted to go there in the daytime when it was actually warm out and actually see more what it looks like, because last time I went there was really dark and there was a lot of Christmas lights, so I would like a better idea of what it looks like. And I've heard it's a lot of fun to go to the Cincinnati Zoo. It's a really cool zoo, and it's not that far away at all, and that could be something else I could be doing a lot over the summer. And then finally the Kings Island vlog. So I officially can't start going until May 29th, because that's when it officially opens to the public. They're doing pass holder previews in about a week or so. I'm not part of that club, unfortunately, so I will have to wait until the end of May. Otherwise, I would, because I get in free through Answers in Genesis. So I'll just wait until June and then go. It will really also depend on when I'm off from the Ark Encounter as well, whenever I would go out there. But I will be going out there several times starting June all the way through December. So I am going to be putting a lot more emphasis on Kings Island this year. Last year I didn't go for two reasons. Number one was the pandemic, and number two was the fact that I just didn't have a way in for free. I didn't want to buy a pass because of the pandemic. I had considered going last year, but I really was just planning for this year. Like, okay, do I want to get a Kings Island pass for the following year, or do I want to get an Answers in Genesis pass? I didn't really want to do a whole lot last year because of the pandemic, and last year my YouTube channel kind of sucked because there wasn't really anything to do. Pretty much right after that Florida trip, that was it. That was the most exciting thing that I did on my YouTube channel last year. I know it sucks, but this year we're gonna have a lot more fun. I'm gonna have stuff for you guys to watch until I go back to Disney and Universal in October. Maybe even going the Everglades in October. You never know. We'll see how that goes. But that's something that TJ was talking about doing. He really wanted to go to the Keys, but I said, well, we can't do both. We can only do one or the other. And I said the Keys are way too expensive. And I said the whole reason for me coming down October is to go to the theme parks. And I had already said we were supposed to go February 2022, but he had really wanted to go to Bristol. And that's what he has his heart set on. So unless for whatever odd reason, which TJ does have a tendency to do this, just so you guys know in advance, he does have a tendency to change his mind at the last minute and go, oh, I would rather go do this. And instead I'm like, well, we were talking about doing this. Like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. For those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, I should start doing this from now on because I'm getting new subscribers all the time, which is amazing, and I thank you guys so much for subscribing. TJ is a close friend of mine that I met in 2015, late 2015 in Central Florida. We worked at Steak and Shake together in a city called Winter Haven, and I never thought that a coworker friendship would ever become a close one. Both of us have autism. His is unfortunately worse than mine. We used to do everything together. We used to go to Disney together. We worked at Disney together at one point. We went to Universal together. We were both Universal preferred pass holders. We've been talking about going to the Orlando Informer meetup for quite a few years now. He's the one I usually spend time the night with or the week with whenever I go down there. He's been very gracious to me all these years, opening up the past 2 years anyway. And opening up his house to me so I have somewhere to stay, so I'm not forced to stay in a motel. He was also the guy who got me a free night at the Legoland Beach Retreat last year as well, which was probably one of the biggest and best things about my trip besides going to Crystal Palace for my first time, which I'm glad went when we did. I really am. But, So yeah, this year I did go back and I saw him again. So that was the guy that I saw when I was down there. And also I'm going to go back and see him again in October when we go do the whole 50th anniversary stuff like that. But yeah, the reason why we are so close is because we have a lot in common. We both are autistic and we both love theme parks. So it makes sense that, we would both get along really well. Yeah, sometimes we butt heads here and there, but I do have to thank him for the fact that he does open up his house to me. The fact that we do a lot of fun stuff together, and he does save me a lot of money in the sense that I don't have to go stay at a motel, and that we can do that. And we enjoy doing stuff together, and that's what's most important. And we enjoy doing a lot of the same things because we have a lot in common on that sense too. And then of course I enjoy seeing my friend Kay, who I've known since 2012. Actually, if you guys are interested, after my Life as a Working Disney cast member series is over, which I'm going to be done with it very soon, if you guys are interested in getting to know more about TJ and Kay, and especially considering how often I talk about them on my YouTube channel, especially TJ, I would strongly recommend you watch my next series on TJ and Kay. I'm going to be talking about how I met them. Obviously, I gave you an idea of why, or how I met TJ, I should say, and why we are so close. But if you really want the full in-depth talk, that's the next series you're going to definitely want to watch. I will also explain in my series how it impacted TJ for me to move up here, um, because of the fact that we used to do everything together. So I will also discuss that. I will start in 2012, when I was working at Publix, and how I met Kay, and then just kind of all the stuff that she and I did together until TJ came in the picture, and then how I got TJ and Kay to become close friends, and then how we basically became the three amigos, the three musketeers. So I think the people who have at least met them or have at least really enjoyed the YouTube videos where I am in the video with them, you're going to really get a kick out of it. And if you want to get to know more about them, you're going to really enjoy this. I really feel like you are. I love telling stories, especially involving other people. As long as it's, positive and uplifting, I'm all for it. And I'm really excited about talking about some of the YouTube videos that we've done over the years, and just, what an amazing privilege it was for me to do these YouTube videos. You get to hear some background stories that you may not have known just by watching the YouTube video, and I get to go over that in the YouTube videos. And I plan on using my YouTube channel quite a bit to help me figure it out. Like, I would look at the video like, oh, okay, we're going to discuss this video, and I would use that to my advantage to explain like kind of what happened that day, and you get to hear some stuff that you never would have known happened if you have ever seen those videos. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. If I have the time before my roommate Zane gets home, I would like to do a Life as a Working Disney Cast Member series. I still am trying to finish up the Toy Story Land section before I conclude with working at Epcot and Custodial. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. And I know for sure that I will see you guys on Thursday at the Ark Encounter. So always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great day. Peace out.